One of the hardest things with doing props for Staunton Hill was the fact that it's it's set in 1968 and it's a period piece. So I can't really go to Walmart and find all the stuff. We had to hit up flea markets, antique shops. On the way moving from set to set, I'd stop at yard sales, try to pick up whatever I could. We had, I don't know, over 300, I think, props on the list, and we had about 3 weeks to acquire all that stuff. Each of the props that we acquired needed to be aged or needed to be duplicated so that we could have usable weapons and prop-specific weapons for certain scenes. When we were actually on set, I would distribute all of the props and reclaim them after each scene. And in between that, I would either help with set design or I would continue aging certain props that were coming up later that day. The unit production manager and I did all of the period-specific cars. We organized all that, got them all, made sure they were there, made sure they ran most of the time.
So how's your day going this far, Maurer?
It's awesome. I finished the saw to cut the chick's head off with, and I got Buddy's knife to slit her throat. We got a cattle prod to stick in some dude's leg stump. It's gonna be sweet.
This is Buddy's favorite knife, and this is what he uses to cut Trish's ankles, wrists, and head off. A lot of the weapons that we used for Staunton Hill, these are real sharp implements, and we had to either dull them or we had to fabricate prop ones so that we could use them for the actual kill scenes. Using actors, we weren't going to put them in any kind of danger with a real blade. So basically, there was a grinding stone out at the Perkins farm, so I took all the knives that needed dulled and took them to the grinding stone, and then I'd work them with sandpaper and rocks and different things to make sure they were dulled. All the blunt force objects were recreated so that they would be foam. For most of the scene, you're seeing a real hammer until he actually goes to hit her in the head, and then for that shot and the subsequent shots, we'll use it's like foam core, maybe like a dowel rod in it for support. We needed older guns, and we needed non-actually firing weapons. And the shotgun was the hardest thing to obtain due to the fact that a sawed-off shotgun is an illegal weapon. So this is a Mad Max blank-firing replica from Japan, circa the 80s. If we needed a shotgun to spark, it's like we ran pyro through it. If we wanted the fence to spark when they get thrown into it, we ran pyro through it. It's like everything was physical, everything was that old style of making films. So it at least has, with me, like credibility and respect because of that. Buddy's weaponry came everywhere from like thrift shop knives all the way to like going to flea markets and finding some of the most ridiculous meat cleavers and basically any kind of rusty, old, sharp implement. But with multiple people going out and doing that over the course of months, you get this wide variety of different things that he basically, once he was on set, got to choose from. This is one of the unused chains from the autopsy table that is used to strap down Trish and others that unfortunately end up there. The weapons were really fun on set for me because I got to walk around all the time like with a shotgun over my shoulder, holding a couple knives. If I would have been pulled over by a cop at any point while we were filming this, they would not have asked questions. I would have gone to jail. I had bloody hatchets, hammers, oh my God, illegal shotguns like in my car. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure to a policeman, if he would have pulled me over, it would have been like, what are you into? So.